Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Like that, we're going back in. We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. What do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here's Carter, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Rolling to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
If I have ever seen one.
Picked
Get
up
up,
by
Doug.
Robert Alford. And And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Lance now on first down.
Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the field.
Leo, fix the lead.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll flip this out to Huntley.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And Lance's throw complete there to Smith.
And I think the ball's out. It's
Bro,
picked up by the
I
Cowboys.
swear to God, it's
We have
just
seen this
constant
before,
nail out.
and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
One hit stick.
Catch the ball.
One fucking
You know
hit
there's going to be
stick,
some
man.
traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
Already,
And
bro.
because of
Of course
that,
the ball stays
you know what the thought
inbounds
process
there too,
is?
right?
Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe
What the
will be
fuck
successful.
was that,
Find
bro?
your playmakers and give them the football.
You're getting me.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now left side, a completion.
I don't know what the fuck Farley
And
was
he'll be
doing there,
corralled
bro. I tried to
across
dive and use him
midfield
in the other
down to the
direction.
45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Prescott's throw taken in by Miller.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
defense looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And a loose football.
Thank
it's
you.
Picked up by the Eagles.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up.
Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles on one play have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to...
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kene Nwangu with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Miller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Off the play fake, Prescott. Being chased out left. Going up top for Miller.
And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Davion Taylor. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
From the 27, Lance drops this off with Nwangu. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Man again.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. A big play here for Dallas. Forced out to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Making Dak Prescott look like Lamar Jackson.
Prescott with Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working from the gun, Lance flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Nwangu. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Lance. This is Smith with a grab. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Put it on TikTok, man. Put it on TikTok.
Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Davion Taylor
able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long for Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. Really and the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Prescott on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Prescott now from the 50. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Davion Taylor
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll make it second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kene Nwangu.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession.
And there it is. Hyppurr has conceded the game. Dog better hope that shit saved because okay, it's saved. I was gonna say I'm gonna flip.